In today's video, I'm going to show you what you can do with that leftover macaroni and cheese. We can turn it into something completely new. Right, for the fried mac and cheese, cheese balls, cheese cylinders, whatever you want to call them. This is mostly what you're going to need. I don't remember all of the ingredients, or I think I have remembered, I should say, but if there's something I've forgotten, I'll let you know. But you're going to need, in the back there is some salt, pepper, back there is 4C's gluten-free breadcrumbs for the allergies in the house, but you could use panko, some pasta. I have different cheeses here. You can use like any low moisture where it's not super, super wet. I'm going to use, that's cheddar, that's pizza cheese, and I have some Fiesta blend back there. That's what I have on hand. That's what I'm using. I have some onion and some garlic. And that's my starting point. If I remember something as I go, I'll be sure to add it in. All right, if you can see the clock off in the distance over there, that's because it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, or 12:19. I want to start early because this takes a little bit of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to cook your pasta al dente, just this side of done. And in the water, I added seasoned salt, because that's the best time to season your pasta is when it's cooking. And you want it till it's about, oh, it started boiling. You want it until it's just about, let me turn it off so you can see. I wanted to get a jump on it. You want it, it's just like almost like orangey in color. But that's what you want. So I'm going to add my pasta. I'm going to cook it just shy of being done. All right, so in this pan, I've already done Eric's. You can see that it's dirty. I made Eric's because, remember, we talk about all of his food allergies. So in Eric's that I made, I used some butter and all the same seasonings, but I use mozzarella shreds and cheddar style, because that's the only kind I can get that melts like that. So I'm going to show you in his real quick before we do ours, because I want you to see all of it, and I want to have to watch you make it twice. So Eric's is already done. We're going to put this in here in this pan, because we got to flatten it out like this, right? And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, depends on who you ask, for about a half hour. Really, you just need it to set up so that you can roll them. So depending on your temperature, your freezer, all of those things. Some people say 2 hours. You know, I think 2 hours in the freezer would be frozen solid, but that I'm going to put in the refrigerator, and then I'll be right back. Okay, first we have to make a roux. You can also use this for mac and cheese, but I have a different recipe for that, and I've seen this done with other people. I'm not a big fan of the spicy, so you're going to need about two tablespoons of butter. Or, my case, Country Crock vegetable spread. So we're going to let that melt, and we're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of flour, because that's going to help our roux come along. No, I don't want to use this. I want to use this. That's why my pot looks like this. I'm using stuff in it we're not supposed to. Probably should have washed the pot before I put this in here from Eric's cheese. Stick it to the bottom, but oh well, we're going for it now. So we just want to get the flour caramelized. in here. It turns. It just takes a couple of minutes. It turns like a brownish color, and that's going to help the sauce thicken, because we don't want it runny inside of the cheese rounds, cheese bites. I don't know. Everybody laughs when I say cheese balls, so I'm trying not to be silly, you know. It's sticking a little bit because of Eric's cheese in the bottom. We just need to cook the flour down anyway. Now to this pot. Now the things call for Gruyere cheese and cheddar. You know, I have what I have. So, turn that down. We're going to need a little bit of milk. I'm going to say what I'm doing is about a half a cup. And if I need more, I'll add it. Okay. I started getting those bits off the bottom that got kind of stuck down there. And then we're going to add the cheese. And if I need more, I will. But I don't want it to be like real loose, like regular, like table macaroni and cheese, not baked macaroni and cheese. Now I have 2 cups of cheddar, because that's what I had. I had a cup of a cup of low moisture, I can't even say it, low moisture mozzarella, cheddar, and then I threw a little bit of this in there because why not? I have it. In she goes. I'm going to turn this pot down a little bit. And I have to reach my, hold on a second. I'm sorry for the clanking. I needed my little one because my other one's metal and it goes clank, 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 clank. I'm probably going to need more milk than that. Already I could see I didn't have enough milk in there. We really want this on low. We just want to get it to, you know, a melting. Now, on Eric's, the one I just did, I threw it all in one pot. I just mixed it up like I was making tabletop macaroni and cheese. And that's basically what I'm doing here. I'm just going to get this going, see? We want it kind of thick, but not so thick that I can't even stir it. So you just gotta put it in there till the ancestors tell you to stop. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Just a little bit. Now, instead of you sitting here waiting for all the cheese to melt, I'm going to pause here and come back and show you what it looks like. Well, that took all about 8 seconds. You see? It's thick on the spoon, cheesy. Now, the cheddar isn't quite melted, but I didn't want to wait too long before I added everything in there. But yeah, that's ready for the pasta. And if it's not enough cheese, guess what I can do? I can add some more. But I think it's going to be plenty. Oof. Now remember, we already seasoned the pasta. I tasted that pasta. Plenty salty enough. I was talking away and I never hit record. Okay, so to this, I added a tablespoon of garlic, a tablespoon of onion powder, and smoked paprika. I've never used this before, but it has like a mesquite kind of a bacon smell to it. So I added a tablespoon of that just so it changed the color. That's all you missed. I'm just talking and talking. I'm like, wait a minute, why do I see that thing there? Anyway, I hear my grandson upstairs. And I've had this on low cooking. You see, it's just very, very, very cheesy. It's a little bit, it really does need a little bit more milk. I was trying not to add too much milk to it, but it really does need it. That's why I say until the ancestors tell you to stop. It was just not quite there. See, I like it just like wet like that. It was a little bit too dry for my liking. Okay, so once we get this all well incorporated, we're going to take out, I have it right up here, leaning up against the back of the stove. I'm going to take a lined cookie sheet. You can use parchment paper, use whatever you want. Or don't use anything at all, it's up to you. Easy peasy cleanup though this way. Just like with Eric's. Dump her in the pan. This is going to make a lot. See all that melted cheese on the bottom? This is going to make a lot of cheese balls. I should have gave more to Eric. I thought there wasn't that much, but. So now we're going to take the pan. We're gonna push it down. I might even use a second pan because this is a lot. And if you watch my other videos that talks about me going to the NJ, yeah, I need another pan. Hold on. Okay, I had to take some off. It was way too much on here. So it was just going to be way too thick. I'll put it on another pan right here. So you just want to spread this out on this. It cooled a little bit on me while it sat. I had to put foil in the other pan, put it in the other pan. But you just got to smear it around. So we're going to put this in the freezer until like it sets up. And look, it's already doing it now, right? So, well, that's what we'll do. So, there you go. So we're going to put that in there. I like it where you could see the pepper in this a little bit. I don't quite see the pepper, and that's because I never added it. Huh, how about that? I added all the other stuff. Well, guess what? We'll fix it now. Because we'll just sprinkle a nice little layer across the top. You know, this kind of stuff is to taste. So, you know, I wouldn't want to, this part of it anyway. Okay, so now it's on there. Smear that in a little bit. So while this is going in the fridge or freezer setting up, I'm going to start getting the breadcrumbs, the eggs, and all that ready. And I will show you what that is momentarily. Let me put this in the freezer. All right, with the macaroni and cheese, I'm making the best buffalo wings you've ever tasted. At least for me, they are. I have another video where I showed you how to make that. But for the moment, we're just going to take them out of here. Okay, I'm back. Oil is hot. I made 2 little balls already. I'm just had to make sure I can make them. Oh, I have to get the cheese back out. All right, so this was Eric's, the one I made for him. What I did was, pardon the hands, I don't have my gloves. I don't know where they went to. But you just take a piece of the macaroni and you just make a ball out of it. Now, it's got to warm up in your hand some, so it's not going to be as cold. And what you do is you get into a ball. It doesn't make the best ball when it's like this, but you dip it in the flour, right? Roll it around in the flour, right? Just roll it around. I know you can't see me because I don't have enough room here, but I'll show you when I pull it up. So there we go. So now I can make a better ball out of it, okay? Now, ours, when I do the people who don't have food allergies, there's going to be grated Parmesan cheese and that. So you take it from the flour, dip it in the egg, right? Drip off all the drippings into the breadcrumbs or the panko, or if you use what I'm using, all right? Then once you get it in there, you go back to the egg. This is where my hands get all sticky. You go back to the egg. I should have had a deeper, smaller one. And then, oops, and then back into the breadcrumbs. Back in there. And you roll them around. These are pretty decent size. These are like golf ball size, I guess. But that's what we have. And see how there's one there already done that I did before? That's going to go right in there. That's supposed to be, oh, you can't see where I'm pointing. Right over here is the pot. You can't really see it because I had to move you over there to see this. But I'm going to put these in, and then I'll move you over so you can see what's going on in there. Because I don't want to burn my hands. Oh, I want you to see. Hold on. Can you see that? You see how they're boiling in there? I can't move you anywhere. Got stuff on the counter, but it'll come to a pretty good boil. Let's see. Let's put one over here. I'll have to take it down out of the stand, I suppose. You just drop it in and it goes right up into bubbling. Hold on, let me clean off my hands and I'll show you. Probably gonna knock everything over trying to do this. All right, that looks like you can see pretty good. And just drop it in. See how they're just rolling in there? That's all we gotta do until they're golden brown. Should only take about a minute or two. And then I'll show you what they look like when they come out of there. I gotta move you back, though. It's kind of hard holding it like this. You can hear it. That's what you want. A nice fry going on. But we want them until they're golden brown. And I'm moving them around in here. They're floating already, so we know they're pretty much done inside. But I want to... These aren't quite brown enough for me. Yeah, so that's about all you have to do. And then we'll put them over there, and we'll just keep our process going. When Eric's is done, I'll come back with ours, because ours is just slightly different than his, because I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to the breadcrumbs. But it's basically the same method. You don't really need to change anything. And I wanted to get you to see this. I don't want this video to be too gosh darn long. I'm trying to make my videos a lot shorter than they have been, because I think some stuff I'm just recording me cooking when you guys could be just, you know, speeding through it, I guess. But this, I have to tell you, and I believe I said it in the intro, when you have all that macaroni and cheese left over and you're tired of the same old leftovers for Thanksgiving, roll them up into balls, dip them in some flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. All right, I'll turn it back on when they're done. All righty. How about that? And these, I'll link the video. Eric's going to give us a taste test and tell us how it tastes. Okay, looky there. All right, Eric, you got your buffalo wings to start with. You only wanted 3. And your cheese balls. Let's give them a taste. Oh, what was that?
Celery.
Oh, the celery. All right, go ahead. No, do the other one first.
This?
Yeah, because the video is about the cheese balls. So break it open. There you go.
They're delicious.
They're delicious? Let me see inside. Turn it around. Awesome. And tell them how you like those buffalo wings. I didn't show them in this video how to make it, but...
I like them.
2 thumbs up, huh? All righty. Well, there you have it. Now I'm... Look at those cheese. Those are big ones. I got tired of making them. They went from this to that. But that's okay. My kitchen, my rules. But there you go. There you have it. These are just yummy, yummy, yummy on a plate. I don't think I could... break it open. Hold on. All right. Oh, look at the cheese in it. Ooh, ooey gooey goodness. Good. Good. There you go. There you have it. Look at that stretchy cheese. All right, give it a taste. I opened it up for you to make sure it wasn't too hot.
It smells scrumptious.
Scrumptious. And taste scrumptious. All
So there you have it.
High
Tina's
praise
cheese
indeed,
balls.
because
I hope
Aiden
you
is my
try it
macaroni
and
and
like
cheese
it.
boy. He loves
But would you
macaroni
please do me a
and cheese.
favor? Like,
All right.
subscribe,
Let's-
and hit that notification bell. You will always be notified when I upload a new video.